I don't drive a truck and I know I shouldn't be Jake braking. So to me, it's kind of a futile effort. I mean, if we put a couple more and somebody catches it, that no Jake brake sign also has hospital, Connellsville. It's all, there's 7 signs there with half a tree growing over it. So maybe they don't see it. I think they know and they just choose not to care. So I'm trying to figure out how to get them to care because it's disrupting the entire neighborhood 17 hours a day.
What time in the morning did you say that?
1:30 a.m. they start.
1:30 a.m.
1:30 a.m.
Which doesn't make sense because when we reached out to Americall, and to Hanson
first,
because we actually have had a good relationship with them through things, and asked them to please let all the trucking companies know that we have a J-brake ordinance in the city of Collinsville, and that we're going to do everything we can to enforce it. So we're trying not to
I get
cause
it.
problems, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Because,
like I said, it's a job. It's income. I'm not trying to take away somebody's job. There just has to be some sort of happy medium in between it. And I just, that's one of the main thoroughfares. If you're heading to one of our gems, Ohio Power or Falling Water, if you're not coming down through town, that's where you're coming from. So you're coming down here with all of this truck traffic, being confused when you get to that intersection. And I know we're beautiful from the inside out, but the first impression is outside coming in. So it's twofold,
And listen, today they try to take some oversized trailer up 7-Eleven, shut down the road for probably state road for 30 minutes because they couldn't get turned.
Right.
Our police had to be involved. These things that they just drive here.
Sure.
What was the other day with the oversized truck going over the bridge?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that as well.
And
I get it because there was a truck driver that posted on there and said these routes are laid out to us. We don't pick them. These are PennDOT approved routes going off of weight restrictions and everything else, and that is unfortunately the only road they have to go to get where they need to go. So I get it where they're coming from. It's not our fault. I mean, it's unfortunate that we have to tell you
it's a wicked
PennDOT's your
pisser,
answer,
for lack of a better term. It is. It's a wicked pisser because nobody wants that. It's like anything else. Nobody wants that. They want something, but they don't ever want it in their backyard. And I understand all of that. All I'm asking is that our backyard isn't super loud and at 88 decibels and sound like an airport, from 2 a.m. to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
Oh, and it's A Street as well, them coming down A Street through there.
So, I don't know. I don't know how to make somebody aware. I don't know if it's PennDOT, I don't know. And it's probably a really boring topic for anybody that doesn't live on East Crawford or have to deal with it. But I can tell you, if everybody that has had it there, all the renters that leave, good renters, clean renters that want to do something. I could have been talking about this 3 years ago. I became passive when I was hoping somebody else would deal with it. And I've had it. So I've decided to put an action to it. The problem is I see all of this action that was taken years ago and letters to John Murtha and Tom Ridge and the EPA, and I still see nothing done about it. So it's kind of just gotten lost, and I'm just trying again to reopen the conversation. If anybody can help me in where I need to go, I'll drive to Harrisburg and PennDOT. I'm sure they'd love to meet me. I'm such a delight.
We can get our representatives to get a schedule a meeting with PennDOT with the powers that be and have that conversation.
It is.
I don't see any, we're trying to, maybe when we have that meeting, we can also discuss the guide rail that we're trying to get installed on East Street, so Jenny McDowell can sleep better at night, so don't worry about a car driving through her house 8 times in 8 years.
Yeah,
that's happened. But we have to wait a 3-month, 90-day study. Why we need a study to know that we need a guide rail there, so some people don't have getting killed.
Yeah, and I get that. The whole PennDOT thing. I wanted it to be voiced, and I know that everybody here, cares about the well-being of the citizens of this town. It's just, I just need to know who I need to work with and what I need to do, and I'm willing to roll up my sleeves and do it because there are elderly people and children that aren't getting their sleep at night because of this.
Well, I think ultimately, the power that we do have is the power of citation.
I can help.
Our police chief,
I'm free.
You know what I mean? Our police chief will have
Thursdays, I will stand out there on the corner.
We're going to have to go up there and issue tickets.
And they're
that's
rolling.
What's going to have to happen.
You know what? As well, if they rolling stop at the stop sign on Schneider, if there's nothing coming up from Bona's, none of those trucks stop. They just keep on going to second gear.
I know that there was a lot of complaints years ago about Jake brakes and all that, and it kind of went away for years. But that being said, if it's properly posted, first of all, it has to be posted for us to enforce it.
Sure.
It's properly posted, and I get a copy of that ordinance, which, you know, it's no problem to get that. And we go up there, we can enforce the Jake breaks. You don't have to have a decimal reader to know someone's Jake breaking or not.
Sure.
So that's an easy detection.
It'll just take a few citations, and then it'll spread like wildfire, and,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna have that next.
How much are those
If
citations?
we start hitting them with some citations, I'm sure that that'll ease off, that part.
Hebrew, you'll have
But
to look that up.
your other
Say
issues-
failure to-
Your other issues
It's gonna be
as far as
expensive.
the dirt and all that other stuff, I don't know who's gonna be able to control that, but we can definitely help with the Jake breaks.
Okay.
I will.
That would be a huge.
Myself and
First thing.
500
Nice
other
start.
people would be very appreciative of that.
Sure, it'll be a nice.
Sincerely.
start. Yeah.
Is that, Chief? Is that something that the state police can help with too? Don't they have a crew that does the trucks?
The weights and measures, they do that, and I've seen them up the top of the first mountain. They have a little station there that they do that. But as far as them enforcing other stuff, it would be outside of the city. We have the authority to
Okay.
enforce everything else, but we can't do the weights. We don't have the equipment for that.
There's not really anything I don't think we could do about them shifting gears, because when the first and second, that's not Jake breaking, right?
No.
No, no.
Unless they have the
But
Jake
it's-
break on.
They're Jake
Then it would make a
breaking.
noise in between.
They're Jake
shifts.
breaking from the cemetery and the little barber shop there. I don't know what that's called anymore.
Steiner Street,
Yeah.
Fairview.
Right there.
Robbins,
I can
Robbins.
hear them on my,
Robbins,
just
yes.
because it echoes. So you can hear them starting there, but then all of the ones coming down past Geibel, they all, 10 out of
There's
10.
no reason to Jake break coming in the city.
Yeah,
from
they're
that.
not
We-
full.
we
They're
have-
empty.
We have space down there that.
But they're
signage
because
that
they're exceeding the
properly.
speed limit. That's why they're doing it. They're not going 25, and I let them know.
Yes, that would definitely be nice to. You can get with the guys. I mean, it's going to be the
We can
night
jump
shift.
on the speed problem. We can jump on the Jake break problem. We can help you there.
I appreciate it. Anything, just small picking away is.
Well, I mean, clearly we need to have PennDOT come down here, and maybe they can sit up there and come sit on your porch, and they can listen to it and see if they would like to live like that.
Sure.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's my, yeah.
That's
I
where we
mean,
should meet, on your porch.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean
On
to
your
sound like a
porch.
smart aleck. I mean, they can pick, maybe somebody else has
No,
better
I'm serious, though.
accommodations. I
I mean-
can make some lemonade or whatever
Why
anybody
meet
wants,
here when we
but,
can meet where it happens?
but it's literally, they wouldn't be able to stand there without ear thingies on longer than 5 minutes. It just, it's so obtrusive and it angers you and it vibrates and
But
it
to have
shakes.
70 trucks go past your house in a 15-minute time frame is unbelievable.
That was this morning. And I
That's
could get them
unbelievable.
some beautiful footage if they like it. With that camera right there.
It is.
And the site plan stuff too. No.
I mean, that's just unbelievable to me that many trucks is.
Yeah,
good.
because it was projected 1,000 back in 1997, but that was before the other stone quarry opened. So I'm sure it's more than that. I'm sure that it's more than that now.
And we're not taking in the lumber companies. and
Correct,
whatnot,
yeah.
you know.
I'm just talking about the stone companies that don't utilize their tarps either on the back of their trucks with the stones. So, I mean, it's a whole can of worms.
It's
So-
actually illegal for them to.
We can enforce
leave
that
the
also?
store.
Oh, yeah,
Without-
So you only have the tarp when they have a load, right? You don't have the tarp when it's not.